going on, YouTube? Q back here again with another video for you. In today's video, I'm going to go over the process that I went through from selling my car on Carvana. Now, if you're new to the channel, this is my 2020 Camaro, but about a month ago, I had a 2016 Ford Fiesta ST, and that's the car that I sold on Carvana, but I'm going to use this car as an example. So, it's a 2020 Camaro SS 1LE. So this car MSRP is about $47,000, and in a minute you'll see why I'm doing this. If you're thinking about selling your car to Carvana, I think it's an excellent idea. But if you own a sports car, then nah, just sell it privately or even take it to the dealership. I feel like the dealership gives you more than Carvana will on a sports car. So I tried this car and the Mustang I had before it, and they both got like way lower. My Mustang was like $38,000 MSRP. Carvana offered me like $23,000, and you'll see what they offer me on this in just a minute. So with that being said, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Really helps me out. Closing in on 1,000 subscribers, so that's my next goal. So please help me get there. And with that being said, let's jump into this video. Let's talk some numbers in the process of Carvana. Alright, so I'm on Carvana's website right now, and I'm going to go to sell trade up here, or you can go down here to the animation, sell or trade your car, and then you go to get offers. So I'm going to type in my VIN because my license plate isn't working this time, and since my plate was registered to 2 different cars before, I think it's an issue with their system. So just type in my VIN, get my offer. And I'm using my Camaro because I can't search for the Fiesta anymore since it's not my car anymore. And every time I try to look for it, I get an error. So I'm going to put in my information about the Camaro. It's 2020, blah, blah. Let's sell it outright. Mileage, I'm at like 6,700. Zip code, I'll probably blur that out. The color of my car is, I don't know if it's yellow or green. I'll say green. Manual. And that's another thing about Carvana. Sports cars get horrible trade-in value, so you definitely don't want to do that. So just type in some of the options that I do have. Got this performance package. This stuff really doesn't matter. I'll just put 2SS because they don't have a 1LE package here. That way I can get like the most value for the car, and it's still not going to give me a whole lot. No accidents, no issues, blah blah. Are there any modifications to the car? No. Basically all this is damaged. Do I smoke in it? No. Condition of the car, pretty great. How many keys? 2 keys. Have a loan. Hopefully I can do it from here. ABCD, remaining balance. Let's say 40,000. I don't know. Monthly payment. Well, let's say I paid 900. And these are not actual values. Type in the email address. So I'm going to use the Camaro's numbers for the Fiesta because I already have that done. I don't want to start the process on the Camaro because I'm not selling it, and I don't want them to think that I am selling it. So they're going to give me a low estimated value of $33,415. And let's see, I can save this offer, and they're going to email this to me as well. So you can check your email. You can continue if you're okay with that value and save it here, or you can make a profile if you want to. If you're not okay with it, that's it. But yeah, if you want to proceed, then check your email. And this is where I'm going to switch over to the Fiesta right here. Alright, so when you check your email, you'll get something like this on the screen, and it's going to tell you the value of the car that they gave you. And to begin the process, if you want to move forward with it, you click on your appraisal value right here. And then after you go there, you will have pretty much a task list. And depending on your situation with the car, it could be a couple different things. So with me, on my Fiesta, I had a lien on the car, so I needed like 5 documents I had to provide for them. But if you do have a lien on it, then your bank can basically give you everything on there. And it'll have to have like the full account number. You gotta have the 10-day payoff statement, the date that is good through, which should be 10 days later. You need the per diem, or pretty much how much interest accrues from day to day, and an overnight address where they can send the check to the credit union to pay off the car. So if you have a lien on the car and the amount that they gave is not more than what you owe, which was my case, so I had to add like $500 to the car to have the car completely paid off. So I had to get a cashier's check as well. And so I went to my bank, got a cashier's check, and I had to send a picture to Carvana. All right, so there's a few documents that you'll need. And you'll need the 10-day payoff letter if you have a lien on it. You need a copy of your license, front and back. And to save yourself some time in the future, if you do decide to use Carvana, if you use a scanner, you scan one side of it and make that one document, and then scan the other side and make that a separate document. Because what I did, I scanned the front and back and made it one document. And their tool that they have, it just reads separate documents. It wants you to upload just one picture per item that they ask for. So don't put them both on the same document. And you'll also need a picture of the odometer. You'll need a picture of your title. And you'll need a picture of your registration, front and back. And that should be signed. Also, the front and back of your title as well. You only have 7 days to get all of this done. So once you get that initial offer, you're going to have all this information handy and ready to send over to Carvana. Because if you don't, then you'll have to do another appraisal. And that value is most likely going to be different from the initial value. So keep that in mind. You have to have this all available. And me, I waited until the last day because I was trying to sell the car privately before going to Carvana. So I had to do all this on the final day. So it's not hard to get, but if you're doing it like after hours of the bank, then you won't be able to get all this information easily. Mainly the 10-day payoff letter. So after you submit all these documents, you can only drive the car up to 1,000 miles. And I feel that's a lot of miles, so you shouldn't have to worry about that too much. So after all this is submitted, you'll get an email to schedule a pickup time. So I'm not sure how many days after all this information. I think you have, actually I forgot, so don't quote me. Could be 2 days or a week or so. I can't remember. But you get to schedule a time for them to pick up the car. And then you just select that on the calendar and choose your time slot. Alright, so the final thing is the pickup of the car. So on the day that they come to pick up the car, you got to do a few more things, just small things. So in my case, I had to hand over the cashier's check to finish paying off the balance of the car after the amount that they were going to give me for the car. You're going to have both sets of keys, and you got to show them proof with your driver's license. You got to have the car, and the car has to be in running condition. And they're going to have somebody that comes over there to go over the car just to make sure everything's okay. But in my case with the Fiesta, it's a manual, so that person, they had to ask me how to start the car. So she kind of had a clue on what she was doing. She was like, "Do I press the clutch in or something?" I'm like, "Yeah, you got to do that." And she just started the car and turned it off. I told her to make sure it was out of gear too, because I didn't want her to like stall the car or anything. And they'll just do a walk around. They'll take some pictures of the car, and there's a few documents that you have to sign. And You got to submit the title to them as well. And you don't write anything on the title. You're going to sign a document that gives them the attorney of power, or it's like an attorney of power document to where they can handle all the title work. So that's pretty simple. You sign it's like 4 or 5 signatures that I had to do. I had to sign something that says if anything was incorrect, then I can just make sure I'll be okay to correct it in the future, and just a couple other documents to finalize it. And then after that, the Carvana representative, she drove away. My car stayed parked in the front of my house until a tow truck came to pick it up. And I'll show a video of that too, just a small clip. I put it in the previous video. But they put the car on the tow truck and they drive it away to Carvana, wherever that may be stationed at. Or I don't know if it stays in the same state, but Carvana just takes the car away. And that's pretty much it with the Carvana process. Very quick, very simple, very easy. If you don't have a lien on the car, then you just get to pocket all that money. And speaking of, like, the loan, that was paid off in less than 5 business days. Cause I checked my bank account where I keep where I financed the car, and the whole thing was paid off within, like, I think I sold the car on like a Thursday or Friday, and the whole loan was paid off by a Tuesday. So that's incredibly quick. Because when I trade in cars to the dealership, it normally takes like a couple weeks, and I'm like paying another car note on the car I don't have anymore. But Carvana, the whole thing, they paid the full balance off. So I was thoroughly impressed with that. They gave me a very high value, I thought, on the car. Because it was like $2,000 higher than I would have got at a dealership. And it was about the same what I could have gotten if I would have sold it privately. So I just decided to cut out all the headaches and sell it to Carvana. And that's it. Alright, I hope you guys enjoyed that video that I just made. If you have any more questions about the process, please let me know in the comment section, or follow me on Instagram as well. I'm pretty active on there. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll check you all out on the next video. Peace out.